Ever wonder what it's really like to be a chef on the open ocean? If you're picturing calm seas, a gentle breeze, and me just serenely chopping vegetables with a stunning sunset view, well, let's just say the reality is a little more dramatic. My kitchen isn't just a kitchen. It's a moving, pitching, rolling space that demands constant vigilance. Forget everything you think you know, because I'm about to take you into the heart of the storm. My day starts before the sun is even up, and the first thing I do isn't grinding coffee beans, it's checking the weather report. That report is my Bible. It dictates everything, from what I can realistically cook to how I need to secure every single pot, pan, and knife in my galley. On a calm day, it's paradise. But when the seas get rough, my kitchen turns into a dangerous dance floor. Imagine trying to saute onions while the floor beneath you is tilting at a 30-degree angle. Everything has to be latched, locked, and wedged into place. One loose drawer can become a projectile. A pot of boiling water becomes a serious hazard. The physical strain is immense. You develop what we call sea legs, which is basically your body being in a constant state of microadjustments, like a full-body workout you never get to stop. Your core is always engaged. Your knees are always bent. After a 12-hour shift of being tossed around, your body doesn't just feel tired, it feels bruised. My hands are a testament to this life, covered in burns from grabbing hot pans that shifted unexpectedly, and calluses from gripping counters for stability. You learn to move with the ship, anticipating its lurches and rolls, almost like you're part of the vessel itself. But the physical challenges are only half the story. The mental game is on a whole other level. You're out here, surrounded by endless blue, and it can feel incredibly isolating. You're disconnected from the world you know. No quick calls to family, no scrolling through social media. It's just you, the crew, and the vast, unforgiving ocean. The pressure to perform is constant. The crew relies on you not just for sustenance, but for morale. A good meal can lift everyone's spirits after a grueling day. A bad one? It can make a tough situation feel even worse. You're the heart of the ship in many ways, and that's a heavy weight to carry. Let me tell you about the storm. The one that truly tested everything I thought I knew. We saw it coming on the charts for days, a monster swirling in the North Atlantic. The captain's briefings got more and more serious. By the time it hit, it was a full-blown tempest. The waves weren't just waves. They were moving mountains of dark, angry water crashing over the bow. The ship groaned and shuddered with each impact, a sound that vibrates right through your bones. Down in the galley, it was organized chaos. I had bungee-corded the fridge and freezer door shut. All my ingredients were stowed in deep, secured lockers. Cooking was out of the question. My job was to make sure everyone could eat something, anything. I was making sandwiches, wedging myself into a corner, one hand holding onto a rail, the other slapping together bread and cold cuts. The boat would drop out from under me, that stomach in your throat feeling you get on a roller coaster, except it just kept happening. Then, a massive wave hit our port side. The ship listed so violently that a 50-pound bag of flour I thought was secure broke free and slammed into the opposite wall, exploding in a white cloud. For a moment, it looked like a ghost had just burst through the galley. Amidst the roar of the ocean, I just had to laugh. It was either laugh or cry, and laughing felt like a better way to fight back. For 36 hours, that was our reality. Just survival, one sandwich at a time. But it's not always about the big, dramatic storms. Sometimes the challenge is quieter, more technical. I remember one trip, we were weeks from any port, when the main oven's thermostat decided to just die. No warning, just gone. I had a whole menu planned that relied on roasting and baking. Panic set in for about 5 minutes. I could have thrown my hands up and just served cold food for the rest of the trip. But that's not an option out here. You adapt, or you fail. I had to completely re-engineer the menu on the fly. I broke out the stovetop, the griddle, a small convection oven I usually used for pastries. I started pan-searing things I would normally roast, braising meats for hours on a low simmer, getting creative with steamed dishes. It was a puzzle. And you know what? Some of the best dishes I've ever made came out of that week. The crew loved it. It was a powerful reminder that creativity isn't a luxury, it's a survival tool. And for all the hardship, there are moments of pure, breathtaking beauty that you just can't experience anywhere else. I'll never forget one morning, after a particularly rough night. I stepped out on deck with my coffee just as the sun was rising. The storm had passed, and the sea was like glass, reflecting this incredible palette of pinks, oranges, and purples. A pod of dolphins started leaping alongside the ship, their sleek bodies catching the first light of day. There was no one else around, just me, the quiet hum of the engines, and this perfect, peaceful scene. In that moment, all the exhaustion, all the stress, it just melted away. It was a gift from the ocean, a reward for respecting its power. It's those moments that balance the scales and make all the struggle worthwhile. Living and working as a chef at sea has taught me more than any culinary school ever could. It's taught me about discipline, not just in my cooking, but in my mindset. It's taught me a profound respect for nature, for its raw power and its delicate beauty. You learn very quickly that you're not in charge out here. The ocean is. You just have to learn its rules and respect its authority. Most importantly, it's taught me about self-reliance. When something breaks, you have to be the one to fix it. When a problem arises, you have to be the one to solve it. There's no calling for backup. It's just you. You discover a strength and resourcefulness you never knew you had. So, the next time you see a picture of a chef on a boat, remember there's a whole world of challenges and triumphs happening just out of frame. It's a life of high stakes, hard work, and incredible rewards. Thanks for letting me share my story with you.